Hello friends, it's me, it's TCG, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about the MetaZoo collaborations. A lot of people have been kind of negative about it lately. I think mostly because the most recent one, the most talked about one by far, has been Hello Kitty, and a lot of people aren't so endeared. They're not a fan of Hello Kitty. Oh, that's fine. Not all the collaborations are for everyone. There were a lot of things I didn't like, but I think people don't understand the point of the collaborations. So let's kind of rewind back to the past of MetaZoo. The original collaborations, some of the oldest ones. I mean, I don't know if they're the original. You could probably think of one sooner, but the Pin Club and Revive are kind of some of the earliest ones I can think of. And they sold like hotcakes. Those were, people loved Revive because it proved that MetaZoo knew how to do a promo product that worked, that people wanted. They had a low print run. It's pretty hard to find a box of the original Cryptid Nation Revive anymore. Not impossible, but they're pretty pricey. And on top of that, the pin clubs, not so rare, but people bought them up. We're still waiting on keychains. I don't know what's happening with those, but people loved. There were secret rares in there. People had the meteorite pins in UFO, which is I am not willing to put down the money for them, but I wish I had one. And is that legal? Can you put meteorite in it? Anyway, but I think a lot of the problems even started to appear then. So a lot of people didn't, I kind of alluded to it a second ago, a lot of people didn't get their product on time. They were left waiting months. And in the case of some promos, still are, which sucks. It's not good. I think it's probably one of the biggest hurdles that MetaZoo has to overcome right now. But they're getting there. They tried. Oh, good girl. They tried having things more on time with the Santh and UFO Revive. They had them in hand before they started sales, and that was great. People love that. Hope they do more of that in the future. But moving on from that, I think from there we started to get more. MetaZoo had proven itself, especially Walmart, and then they got into Target. And it's just MetaZoo has proven time and time again that they're able to sell out these products. And that led to, Bear Walker, again, it's just board stuff, but like I never redeemed a Revive board. I didn't think that, I mean, the art was nice, but I didn't think they were that good. Bear Walker boards are cheap for the board and pieces of art. Those things are beautiful. And I can't wait for my Grim one to get to me. And I think it's like we've just seen the collaborations have been kind of a step up every step of the way until it's kind of fully we're starting to see Arby's is one of them that we've only seen social media pictures. I think a lot of people are kind of thrown off by that because they're like, they mentioned that Arby's is coming. There's Arby's. Where's Arby's? Why can't I order a moth burger? Hopefully they don't name it that. But could you imagine? Yeah, one moth burger, please, with extra piazza sticks. And I think people are kind of wary because they've seen the long wait times for products to arrive, and they're starting to see long wait times for collaborations to take place. And I bet there's been a ton of. Oh, hold on a sec. I'm gonna pause the video. Unprecedented. Dealt with. All right. So the collaborations, I mean, these things are years in the making. I doubt that the Hello Kitty thing was pitched yesterday. I doubt that, I think Target came long after Walmart. I doubt that those were, they just decided off a whim, oh, it's Target time now. I think that these things take a lot longer than people realize. And so we see Arby's coming about, and we actually see social media pictures. I did not expect, I don't know what to expect with these collaborations, to be honest. But we see both of them talking to each other, and I guess some Arby's people see MetaZoo cards, and MetaZoo knows about Arby's, so that's cool. And people are kind of wondering, like, what's even the point? Because I don't know, what does MetaZoo have to do with Arby's? How's that going to get new players in? And the answer, I think, is that actually, let me pose a better question. The Hello Kitty, the whole thing that kind of made me want to answer this question is people are wondering what the Hello Kitty promos are doing for MetaZoo. Obviously, MetaZoo's selling a bunch of these things, but Hello Kitty's plastered all over them. But, is Hello Kitty selling MetaZoo version Hello Kitties? And the answer is no, of course not. There's a very uneven power distribution across these two IPs. But I think that they're missing the big picture of the fact that even Hello Kitty being on the front of a MetaZoo card with, MetaZoo on the back and all over the front, but just with a Hello Kitty picture instead of a beastie or whatever. And the branding that they had at the booth is drawing in people who have never heard about MetaZoo before, probably just want a Hello Kitty card, maybe even want to flip a Hello Kitty card. Some people knew about MetaZoo, but I don't think that was probably the majority of them. And it's getting the Hello Kitty face, it's getting the MetaZoo face out to people who only know about Hello Kitty. And that is worth a great deal. It's a much larger audience that now has some idea. They've heard of MetaZoo. And, the point of marketing isn't to get your brand in front of people. It's to get your brand in front of people over and over and over until, you've become a common name that they just, oh yeah, I've heard of MetaZoo. I know nothing about it, but I've heard it 10 times across every Comic-Con that I've gone to. So I think that is the main thrust. Plus, obviously from the beginning, showing off your ability to do successful partnerships, showing off your ability to provide something to the other side. They've sold Hello Kitty cards. Hello Kitty, I think they did some trading cards. I looked it up just a second ago, 2014. They don't sell for anywhere near as much as MetaZoo cards do, I'll tell you that. And I should probably pick some up. That's pretty cool. There you go. Hello Kitty's success. And I think that it's important to realize that the biggest thing that MetaZoo needs now is just eyeballs, and Hello Kitty draws those. Anything you slap Hello Kitty on is gold. It's just like Pokemon. If I slapped a Pikachu on something, it's immediately someone will want to buy it. And yeah, I mean that's the point, right? So I'm extremely happy about this, the news they've made, even whether or not they it's entirely, I don't want to say accurate. I think there's a lot of hype around it, and it's maybe not as big deal as people are making it out to be, but I don't think that matters. I think the hype is the important part that people are hearing about MetaZoo. Anyway, I don't want to make this a really long video, so I'm going to kind of cut myself off there, but I think the collabs are going really well. And I think you should trust in MetaZoo, as many people do, to do the right stuff, as they have in the past. And I think that we will see a lot of collabs kind of finally coming together and bearing fruit, because they take a very long time to put together. So, wait for your moth burger. It's going to be great. And I look forward to seeing what they do in the future. On top of the trading card game. The trading card game is going great itself. Anyway, just a thought. But maybe you can share that thought with your friends. And comment down below and tell me what you think. All right, catch you guys later. See ya.